Good day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at how you should build the Frieza Final Form Angel plus Goku character. Obviously this is a reverse character, so there are two different forms of the character. However, unlike the Vegeta Goku combo cards that we've got, those reverse cards that have a Vegeta and Gogeta active skill form, this one just has the two sides of the card. So it is actually fundamentally easier to build because you're not considering three states of the unit in mind when you are constructing the card. In terms of the hidden potential system, Frieza has guaranteed critical hits when there are all super characters attacking the same turn. When there are all extreme characters, he gets additionals. Right now, his strongest team is USS, and chances are he's going to be on more all super lineups than he is ever going to be on all extreme lineups, at least at this point in time, and considering his link set and the future of the category. So for now, I would say you're very safe maximizing that guaranteed critical hit and going full additional, or at least mainly additional with Frieza. Goku has attacks effective against all types, so additionals benefits him as well. Obviously, Goku greatly stacks attack as well, which is helpful, so him getting additionals will help to augment the damage of Frieza. But you shouldn't just go additionals. Realistically, this unit is quite interesting in terms of functionality. They have different health threshold requirements for how their damage reductions kick in, and what you're going to want is an additional defensive mechanic. This is where evasion could be really good. The unit's also INT, which means they start with 5 evasion. What I personally would recommend is maxing out your additional and evasion. Having like a little bit of crit, I mean a very small amount, could also be okay, like having just 3 crit for the chance to crit on Goku, and obviously for, that little bit of a chance to crit when Frieza's maybe potentially not ever in a rotation with two different class of units. But realistically, you want to have, I would say honestly, a 50-50 split with maybe a tiny 1% given to crit between evasion and additional. If you want to be more defensive, pile on a little bit more with evasion. If you want to be more offensive, pile on a little bit more with additional. For me though, I think a 50-50 split between the two is more than fine. In terms of skill orbs, obviously you can use the Clash of Rivals event under the growth section because this character is on successes category. We should, and I say should in inverted commas, get a 10th anniversary anti-battle stage, which should give you some premium skill orbs for the character as well, although obviously this remains to be seen. We then should get, on top of that, or you should be able to, I should say, benefit from the Extreme Super Battle Road. There's a ton of categories here, and this character is on a ton of categories. Because it has both Goku and Frieza's categories, they are on a ton of categories. Plus, not to mention, there is also the added advantage that you can actually use the very special Worldwide Celebration event from a couple of years back that features skill orbs for Wicked or Extreme characters, Super characters, Goku's family, and Wicked Bloodline. So that's really cool, and those orbs are pretty decent. They're not top tier, but they're pretty decent. Your strongest orbs will come from, as always, the treasure chest. However, obviously the caveat is that these are RNG based. So that's going to be the best orbs, but RNG based. You can, if you have Dokkan warm-up coins left over, go and buy a limited time key, which you can then exchange and utilize for some skill or progression, but again, not entirely suggested, as obviously there's just better ways and you just don't have to expend that. In terms of the secret chests, right now the full power one is up, and that one is pretty good. Like, that one obviously features for this character. They're not on any of the current categories that are up, so unfortunately they're not on Miraculous Awakening, they're not on Successes, they're not on Worthy Rivals. Sorry, they are on Successes, but there's no chest for Successes. They're not on Worthy Rivals, they're not on Final Trump Card. So full power is where you'll have to go if you want to pull skill orbs.